Hi, I'm Chip Rowan with the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and you're watching In the Know. For this episode, I am here with Cyrus Gray and Kashmira, and they're going to be talking about an event that's going to be happening here in Connellsville. So good to have you both here.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. You can say, I don't share the mic often, but you can.
Hello.
Yeah. So Cyrus is actually the CEO and founder of Cyrus Gray Productions and also the owner of HUGS 24/7 Radio. And Kashmira is a pop artist and a performer from India. So the whole way from India to Connellsville. That's quite a trip.
Oh, yeah, but it's my first time in the United States, and I already love Connellsville.
Yeah, well, welcome to the United States and welcome to Connellsville.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if you will, tell us about your event that's coming up, Cyrus.
Well, on the 25th, we intend to rejuvenate the Edwin S. Porter Theater in Connellsville. And the facts behind it has been a long, long time since Connellsville has hosted outside entertainment in quantity. On the 25th, we will present our awards to our award winners, such as Best Male Artist, Best Female Artist, group, bands, whatnot, while they also perform on stage at the theater.
Yeah.
It's the first time that we've seen something like this kind of happen in a long, long time.
Now, this is Friday, the 25th of October. What time do doors open?
The doors are going to open at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And at 6 o'clock, come in, fest down. There's some pickings there. I think we call it an appetite tray that you can go down through. And then the festivities begin at 7 o'clock, where the award presentation will begin. And in the interim, you'll be able to sit down and talk to the band, or listen to the bands.
Right.
Like I told you earlier, they're coming from New Zealand. They're coming from India.
Right.
They are coming from West Coast. They're Central PA. We've got people coming from everywhere in that perform and are involved in the HUGS scene. We're opening the door to people here in this area. Come see, because this is truly the diamond in the rough.
Okay, tickets. How would you get tickets?
Well, we've got tickets that are set up at the door, and as of right now, they're VIP tickets to let people in. Why? I'm pretty proud of what we've managed to achieve in Connellsville in a very small period of time. My big thing is, let's fill the seats up.
Yeah. So tickets are free?
Tickets will be free.
Okay, so no advance tickets are needed. Just show up at the Porter Theater. It's event starts at 7, doors open at 6.
Correct.
And then you have a list of bands here, so you have about 7 or so.
Well, these are the guaranteed that are going to be playing.
Yeah.
Of course, Miss Kashmira will be playing, and as well as our local artistry, a great rock band that had actually set HUGS on air, Yigga Digga. They're going to be tied with the York Brewing as well.
Okay.
It's located here in town. We've got Alex Bloom and the Roadside Quartet out of Washington, along with the Unknowns, a 5-piece woman jazz blues band that'll be here. Anna Waltz making the trip in from Arizona. Dusty Ballard is going to be rolling in from Bay City, Michigan. And of course, Rowdy Rose has said out of New Zealand. Those people are going to be taking the stage, and you're going to get a taste of music from just about everywhere. I think doesn't matter what genre you like. You're going to find something that's going to make you go, ooh, I like that.
That sounds good. Let's talk to Kashmira a little bit. So Kashmira, you from India, first time in the United States.
Yes.
But how long have you been performing in India?
I have been performing for about 5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, I started off with open mics, and it took me a while to get into the professional music scene.
Yeah.
And I think I started getting more opportunities when I started releasing my own music,
Yeah.
which is also when I started sending it to HUGS
Yeah.
in 2021.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, how did you meet Cyrus? How did you find out about HUGS?
When I was releasing my first song, my debut single, I was looking at as many platforms as I could to send my music to. And for a month, while digging into this internet black hole, I just bumped into HUGS. And I sent it over. I didn't know if it meant anything, if anybody was going to see it, but they did. And we were chatting on Facebook all this time. So, yeah, they were very responsive, very supportive.
Yeah.
And
what was your
yeah.
debut single?
Sorry?
What was your debut single?
It's called Breakthrough.
Okay.
Yeah, it was on their charts on number 1 for a few weeks. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you play the guitar. It's like an acoustic style. Is that correct?
Yes, I play an acoustic just to support the singing. It wasn't my primary choice of instrument while learning music. I was always more focused on the singing.
Yeah. And I understand you were performing last night at the Somerset Bank had an event, and you were performing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a nice event, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to meet a lot of people, and I have to say, everybody in Connellsville is the nicest person I've met.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that. That's wonderful to hear. So, if you'll give the mic back to Cyrus, let's talk a little bit about how the voting is done. So how's it decided who the winners are for
Well,
Friday?
HUGS was set up on a platform that was unlike any other. You'll see a lot of people that throw charters, say this is number one. Me, I was happy that I could push the button. The charting actually began from within our HUGS organization. They said, we'd like to have a chart. I went, I'd like to have a piece of paper and a pencil. What I didn't know is the people who developed this thing were IT directors out of Wisconsin. 3 weeks later, I had an algorithm that was delivered to me.
Okay.
And they nursed the algorithm for the first 6 months, and the charting that is very simple. It's based off of what people are listening to, not what I feel, not what the artist, it's the people. Well, it also has a point scheme that went with it. And at the end of the year, we tally out to a league of extraordinary persons. And these are the top 48 contributors that came into the HUG scene, and we asked for nominations for the categories. From that point on, it's collectively brought in and narrowed down, and then we put it out to a people choice poll, which actually went out to basically 5.5 to 6 million listeners. From there, they tally out their score. It's added along with what we get from the League of Extraordinary Persons, and it tallies out our winner, and our winners will be revealed for these awards on the 25th at the Edwin S. Porter Theater, along with a great concert.
That's great. So your radio station's an internet-based radio station.
Right now, we are internet-based. We had a temporary antenna which was set up in a location in Connellsville for bounce tests and everything. FCC licensing has gone through. I'm proud to announce that the community ministries and the community center have been they've been lifesavers for what we have, and the new antenna has already been poached on top of the roof. We're waiting for getting the new systems set up. There's a lot of stuff that I will never know about, and quite honestly, I'm too afraid to know anything. I might break something.
You said just push the green button.
I pushed the green button, never pushed the red button. I've learned that already. Our program manager is Tim Gaynor out of Chicago. He moved out of Oaklawn, Chicago. He lives in Connellsville now. He purchased a house here. Our media director is Ricky Lyon. He came from Utah. He moved here to support what we've got going on. All this has been so organic. I mean, it's like getting Kashmir to come in from India.
Right.
The interest that we've managed to gather has been phenomenal, and the support has been overwhelming. But soon we'll be terrestrial within the Connellsville community in the Tri-County region, and it's very exciting.
How do people find you on the internet?
Well, to get started, you can check out the website. HUGS at WRGG.com will get you there. I know, write it down. HUGS at, when I say at, it's spelled A-T. Okay. HUGS at WRGG.com will get you to it, and you'll be able to follow along with what's happening in HUGS. You can find chart history. You'll be able to hit a little button and stream it live. There's also an app you can download for it. And if you happen to like Facebook, which I found out that I must have been the only person in the United States that didn't have a Facebook. We have one now.
Or India.
Oh, that's how we got a hold of her. The funny part is we're in the middle of the show, and what time is it when you finally hear us?
Like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I met the family. Yeah. But HUGS, look us on Facebook, HUGS at WRGG or HUGS Radio. They all link back to it, and anybody can get involved, and that's the beauty of HUGS. You won't find Rick Springfield, Bruce Springsteen. You're going to find people from the unknowns, basically. I tell everybody, you're about to listen to songs that you never heard from artists you never knew existed.
Well, these are unsigned artists, right?
Unsigned artists from around and they literally are from around the globe. But it's comical. We were in the station the other day, and we watched what comes in. Do you remember a song that was called "We Are Family"?
I do.
I know I did. Sister Sledge.
Yeah.
Never thought it occurred to me that Kathy Sledge was the submitter of the song. She has broken free in an independent level. Her submittal for her brand new track came to HUGS. A young lady by the name of Gwen Dickey, working at the car wash. Yeah. She has stepped out at age 70 to perform on an independent level and to come back in. This is where we're getting. We have had 24 artists that have signed into major labels who have come through the HUGS scene. It's it's an amazing fairy tale that we've got going on, and they're here to help support us and support our area.
You're looking for volunteers. I saw that on your website. And how would they
yes.
get a hold of you if someone wanted
You
to
know
volunteer?
what? It's if you have an email address, get a piece of paper and a pencil. It's not hard. HUGS programming at gmail.com. That'll go right into our production manager. We're looking for people for all avenues. Our goal is to be able to convert the station basically to an LP/FM station, which is considered to be a low power, but it's also an educational channel, which will allow us to involve the schools, the networks into it. I mean, let's face it, right now, the only way anybody can even hear a football game is to tune into Armstrong and pick the channel up. If you're out in your car, it's hard to watch TV and be able to do that. We can bring community back in to a terrestrial setup. That it's something that has been lost that we shouldn't let go, and that's our main drive.
If you will, Cyrus, tell us more about the event. So the date and the time, just to kind of follow up here.
Not a problem. The 2024 HUGS Award Celebration is going to be hosted by, of course, HUGS 24/7 Radio on the HUGS platform. We've got artists that are going to be coming into the Edwin S. Porter Theater. That will happen actually Friday night, beginning at 6 o'clock. Doors open.
That's
till
October
7.
25th?
October 25th. I know, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
We're close to Halloween.
Right.
But from there, at 7 o'clock, the show and festivities will begin, where awards winners from the polls and from the nominations will be announced. While in the interims, we will have the people that are traveling in: Alex Bloom, the Roadside Quartet, Yiga Digga, which is on the local. Kashmir will be there to turn everybody's ear. Rowdy Rose out of New Zealand will be back into it. Anna Annawalt is coming in from Arizona, and the Unknowns are coming in from Bellingham, Washington. It's amazing, the stuff, the useless knowledge I have in my head right now. But we're looking to see all that take place, and we want to share it to everybody.
Kashmir, what will you be singing on Friday night?
I will be singing some of my own songs, which I've released so far, and some songs that I think are popular and people will really like. I covered some songs the other day, and yeah.
Great.
Gonna do that.
Well,
Some
wish you both well, and I'm sure you'll be a big winner on Friday night. And we wish you well with HUGS, and I'm glad that things are moving well with that.
Thank you for taking the time and the efforts to make this known. Like I said, we're not in competition, and that is the good thing about it. And I hope that you will also be one of those people in the seats.
Sounds good. And now, you're in the know.